Do you want to get unhuman edit speeds like this? Or absolutely terrify streamers?
Man, I appreciate. What is? How? What is that? I'm out of that. I'm not playing against someone like that.
Or maybe scare poor little bots in Fortnite OG. I felt kind of bad about that one, I can't lie. But then you should probably switch to using simple edits. And by the way, I'll also show you how you will be able to get that insane edit speed I showed in all those clips. It's actually a lot easier than it looks. But like anything, there is a lot of downsides with using simple edit as well. So therefore, in this video, I will basically talk about everything there is to know about this setting. And also if me myself is fully going to switch to simple edits or not. And before we start, please make sure to use code LolliFN in the Fortnite item shop. But now, let's just get straight into the video. Alright, so starting off, I'm just gonna quickly explain what simple edits actually is. If you already know, you can just skip ahead in the video. I put timestamps down below. Alright, so find it, just go into your settings. Wait, they've changed this, no? It's like new icons and stuff. Bro, I'm like disorientated now. Oh yeah, here it is. So you go to the fourth one and then you scroll down to building and you'll find simple edits and make sure to just turn that on. And also make sure tap to simple edit is on as well. So normally when you edit, you click the edit key and it'll open up the edit menu. And then you have to select and then click the edit key again to confirm the edit if you're on edit on release. So this is where simple edits come in play. So when you have it turned on, you will see this menu here and it'll change depending on where you look. And now, instead of all those 3 steps I mentioned before, it does all of that in one button press. So depending on where I look, if I look down here, it'll make this edit. If I look up here, it'll make this edit. And oh yeah, to reset, you just press the edit key again and it just resets. So this obviously gives you a lot less of edit options. Like for example, the only window edit you can make is like a middle window edit. You can't make like a right window edit or a left window edit. You literally can't. So if you don't use simple edits, I think you have like 13 different edit options. And if you are using simple edits, you only have like 7 if I counted it correctly, which obviously is a big downside with it, which we're gonna talk about more later on. But now I will show you guys how I was able to get these clips to get insane edit speeds with simple edit. So if you don't know, when simple edit was first released, I think it had like a 0.2 second delay every time you would edit. But then Fortnite made a balance update and for some reason just completely removed that delay. And with simple edit, you don't need to drag your mouse to select the edit anymore, meaning you don't even need to care about edit timing or those kinds of things. It's now just fully dependent on how fast you click. The faster you click, the faster edits you'll get. So when you combine simple edits with a mouse that has a no-lock scroll wheel, you get this. Yeah, it's just the most insane thing Fortnite's ever added. And if you don't know what a no-lock scroll wheel is, it basically means when you spin the scroll wheel, it will kind of just keep on spinning. It won't just instantly stop like with most gaming mice. So then you just bind the edit to scroll wheel. And then what I do is I turn my mouse upside down and then you just drag the scroll wheel across my desk. And it just makes it scroll insanely quickly and it'll give you like a 10 to 15 seconds of just insane edit speeds. And you can probably guess that this is not useful at all for real fights. This is more to just make cool flashy clips or maybe flex with your friends and you go faster edits than them. But there is another way to get insane edit speeds while it also being a bit more controllable and pretty useful in fights. And that is to use double edit binds. Back in the OG days of Fortnite, there was like a short time where double edit binds became very popular and like top players at that time, the biggest one being Tfue, was trying to switch to it. But then it kind of just died out and it never really became more popular than that. Because number one, it wasn't really that useful, and number two, it was insanely hard to learn, like almost impossible to master it. But now with the addition of simple edit, it has changed everything. Like I said before, edit timing doesn't matter, it's all about how fast you click. So therefore, double edit binds is perfect for this. Just go into your settings and then bind edit to 2 different buttons. I'm currently using F and G. And then one thing I also do, which is going to sound very weird, is that I take a piece of cardboard and then place it so it covers both the F and G key. So when I press F, it will automatically press G as well. As you guys can see here, it just spams FG, 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 FG whenever I press F. And if you look at the background clips, it's actually really fast and consistent. Obviously not as fast as the scroll wheel method, but this is definitely a lot faster than normal while also being very controllable. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows with this setting, so now I will talk about some pros and cons. One of the biggest cons, which I also mentioned in the beginning of the video, is the lack of edit options. There is no left or right window edits, and this can sometimes lead lead to you getting a worse peak and just die. And with floor edits, you can only edit one tile, which makes it impossible to edit out builds. And for me, when I try to do a double edit down, I always mess up with the cone edit for some reason. Like, you have to perfectly look straight down, otherwise it'll just mess you up. But obviously, this could just be a skill issue on my part. Another bad thing is that you can't hold edits. So if you want to look for a cone or a ramp, it's impossible because you'll just instantly edit the build. And because you can't hold edits, it also makes certain retakes impossible to do, like this one. And for the pros, there's really only one, and that is that you get a lot faster and more consistent edits. And now this also leads to the question, will I permanently switch to simple edits or not? And the quick answer is no, but let me explain. The biggest reason for me, which I think a lot of you guys might be unaware about, is that simple edits is disabled for competitive. Like, it's just fully disabled for any tournaments. Even though I don't really play any tournaments, that is still a big red flag, because whenever there's a new feature, I kind of like to wait and see how the pros react to it. And if a lot of pros start switching to that new feature, then I kind of think it's time to switch to it as well. Like when Edit on Release came out, for example. So now, obviously not a single pro will be switching to it because it's disabled in tournaments, which means I'm not going to be switching to it either. But I do really find it fun to just go crazy spamming edits, feeling like I'm Booga, so you guys might see some clips here and there of me using it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Shout out to these people who watched my last video all the way till the end. And if you also want a shout out on my next video, just comment cactus down below. But for now, see you guys in the next one.